Hoenn. But why are we talking about Hoenn? Why, of course, to talk about the top 5 Hoenn Pokemon that deserve Megas. Yes, I know Hoenn has a lot of Megas, especially due to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire that came out last year. But still, if I'm going through all the regions, then I might as well go through Hoenn. Also, any pictures I use, I give credit to the original owner. And if you hear a background noise, that's just my fan working because it's really hot over here. So let's get started with the rules. Yeah, I know it's kind of boring. Be cool. Be cool looking, and some exceptions will be made, so Love Disc, you're kinda out. Need it stat-wise or competitively, so if you have okay or bad stats and you don't get used much, you could have a higher chance of getting a Mega, but I'm not a big competitive player, so I could be wrong. If you're a fan favorite like Flygon, it makes sense that you'll be on this list. Except if you're like Flygon, where you're so popular that everybody thinks you deserve a Mega, so I can't put Flygon on this list. If you're opposite, Gallade and Gardevoir has one, it increases your chance. I've always thought of Milotic and Gyarados. I may not be correct as opposites, so good chance that Milotic is going to be on here. No legendaries or starters, since I believe all starters will get a Mega, but here we don't really have to worry since the Hoenn starters already have Mega. And I feel something special will happen to the legendaries, example with Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, which again is here. But then again, Hoenn I believe has the most Megas, especially with legendaries. So Deoxys, you can't get your Mega, sorry. These are my opinions, please keep that in mind while listening or watching. So if I put something like Pelipper, no offense if you like Pelipper on here, please don't get mad. So let's get started with number 5. So you're battling Sydney of the Elite Four. What does he throw out? His Mightyena. I've always actually liked Mightyena, even though, it's kind of bad. But, so its regular ability is Intimidate, lowers opponent's attack on entry, Quick Feet, which, if your speed increase, if status, no speed decrease with paralysis. Then you got its hidden ability Moxie, which it raises the attack if opponent's Pokemon is knocked out. It's a dark type. The reason its first stage is the first Pokemon you encounter in Hoenn, especially with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because of the new stuff. One sec. Sorry. And you expect more from it, because admit it, you've always thought Mightyena should have more. It actually can be a good Pokemon, because it can learn like all the Fang moves, as we see with the Poké Radar. I think that's what it's called at least. And plus, if you put it with Adamant Nature, it's pretty good, in my opinion. Its stats could be a little bit better, and it's in NU, but is a pretty cool looking and strong Pokemon. Next off, we've got Mega Mightyena, sorry, too many M's. So, I would give it like this fluff, I like it in my opinion. So it would get speed increase on the end of each turn, because 70 speed, I think, like, it's supposed to be like a wolf or whatever, right? So give it some speed, It would keep its dark type, not adding on anything. Stats, for stat-wise, speed, defense, and attack get large boosts so that it can defend longer and be stronger. Next off, we've got number 4. So, Steven Stone, who has already like 2-3 possibilities of Megas. What are they? Aggron, Metagross. I think there's another one. Could be wrong. Well, yeah, his Claydol should also have a chance. So, it can only know Levitate, which ground type moves don't work on this Pokemon. Typing, ground, and psychic reasons. It has 6 weaknesses, which half are pretty common: water, grass, and ice. It's in NU, but is a very strong defensive Pokemon. I mean, 105 defense, 120 special defense. That's pretty good. There should be more defensive Megas, in my opinion, but at the same time, a strong one. So Claydol fits here, and it's an ancient Pokemon, so it deserves one. Like Aerodactyl. Mega Claydol should become like a king. Is in the picture. Its ability would be Cursed Body, chance to disable the move it was hit by. Typing, ground, and psychic, not changing anything. Stats, attack and special attack boosted. Slight speed boost to make it faster. Because, yeah. Next off, number 3. You've got Price and Glacia. Sorry, I said Bryce, not Price. My fault. So you're going against their Walrein. Sorry, I'm looking at Price and yeah. Sorry. So its abilities are Thick Fat, Fire and Ice moves deal 50% damage, Ice Body, 1/16 of HP restored during Hail, and its hidden ability Oblivious, Attract, and Taunt don't work on this Pokemon. Typing Ice and Water, so pretty hard to get rid of, you know? Pretty sure it doesn't have very many weaknesses, like Lapras. Darn you, Lapras. Currently, there are only 2 Ice Megas, so more would be nice. It's Glalie and Abomasnow. And it's really good Pokemon that is tough to go against, as I already said. And it's in NU, but it's a pretty good Pokemon. If I usually don't use Walrein, but I probably should use it more often. I usually use it as my HM slave, but yeah, I should probably use it more often. So that's for Mega Walrein. I really... this picture, it's pretty sweet in my opinion. So, I had 2 options for it. Refrigerate, for its abilities though, I'm talking about, sorry. Refrigerate, normal moves are turned into ice and have a 30% increase in power. Or Snow Cloak, where evasion is increased during a snowstorm. So, you know, ice stuff. Same typing of ice and water. Stat-wise, speed increase so that I can get in attacks quickly, because 65, I think it could be faster. Special attack and attack also have a slight boost to make it even stronger. Number 2. So you're going against Chuck and Marshall. Sorry, I'm forgetting names. It's been a while for me. And you're going to go against Breloom. Now, Breloom is actually one of my favorite Pokemon in Hoenn. Just, I don't know. I've always, every time I go against, every time I play in the Hoenn games, I always want to catch a Breloom and use it. Just because it's pretty good. Even though it has a huge weakness to flying. Stupid flying. Now, so, sorry, let's get back on track. So, its effects are Effects Bar, which is one of my favorite effects ever. Chance to give your opponent a status effect when he/she uses a physical move on you, which is what I like. I don't really like Poison Heal on it as much. I like it on Gliscor, but that's for another day. So, Poison Heal, get healed when poisoned. Pretty simple. And its hidden ability, Technician, weaker moves are boosted in power. It's a grass fighting type. Reasons. Has 6 weaknesses: Psychic, Flying, Poison, Ice, Fairy, Fire, and most are really strong. Yeah. I mean, Psychic, Flying, Fire, Ice, Poison, Fairy, they're pretty good. It's one of my favorites, as I already mentioned. It's not my top 6, but it's more like my top 12. And it's really fun to play with. Not to eat. Play-Doh. Plus, you probably used this Pokemon and liked it. Admit it. You probably caught one eventually in Hoenn. Anyways, on for Mega Breloom, we're just going to make it more of a fighting type, as seen by this Kung Fu Master Scarf. Damn, that just looks nice. So, its ability would be Defiant, where attack is increased when a stat is decreased. Its stats, defense and special... defense and speed with a slight increase to make sure he gets some hits out there. Special defense also boosts due to weakness of fire being common. And number 1 is... Wait, why are there 2 names here? Because I think Ludicolo and Shiftry both deserve them. And since they're like opposites in a way, yeah. So I've always liked using both of these Pokemon. They've just always been really nice. Like in my Omega Ruby, I'm using Shiftry, and Alpha Sapphire, I'm using Ludicolo. I've always used both, just because I've always liked both of them. And I also like how I got this picture done of C-Dot and Lotad riding on top of Ludicolo and Shiftry. Okay, anyways, we have to get on in with the show and do both of them. So you know Brock from the anime and how he has a Ludicolo. Yeah, let's see, maybe Brock can get a Mega. But then again, he has his Steelix, so... So its abilities are Swift Swim, Speed doubled in the rain, Rain Dish, 1/16 of HP recovered during rain, and Hidden Tempo. Sorry, its hidden ability is Own Tempo. I just like mixing words together today, where it can't be confused. Its typing is Water Grass, which is pretty cool in my opinion. It's in NU, but a pretty good Pokemon with a typing that makes it hard to hit, as I already said, because like you can't use fire moves on it because it's grass and water, so the water counters it. So yeah, you understand. As for Mega Ludicolo, I couldn't get any pictures of Ludicolo and Shiftry where it doesn't affect the background, so yeah, PNG pictures. Couldn't get any of those. So its ability would be Water Absorb. When attacked by a Water type move, you get healed. Its typing is Water Grass. Increase in attack for moves like Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Zen Headbutt, which are pretty good for it. And speed and defense could also increase to help it stay out longer and get more hits in there. So now we're going to talk about Shiftry with Erica and Sydney again. Sydney, come on, come down. So its regular abilities include Chlorophyll, speed doubled in sunlight. Early Bird stays asleep half as long, and its hidden ability, Pickpocket, item is stolen from opposing Pokemon if a physical move is used. It's a Grass and Dark type, and as for my reasons, it's in RU, but is a pretty good Pokemon, and it's extremely strong. As I said, I like to use it in Hoenn. Then again, so do most of these guys. Sorry, I had a message. It can be easily knocked out due to its low defense and special defense, as I've experienced that many times. I'm not kidding. It's died so many times on me. So that's for Mega Shiftry. Oh, I did get a Mega Shiftry with the background. We're gonna get it more hair. Yeah. So its ability would be Solar Power. Special attack is increased but loses some HP at the end of each turn. So in a way, it's fair in my opinion. It's fair. It would keep its Grass Dark type. Wait, I just didn't change any typings in this whole. Wow. Okay. I just realized that. Sorry. Special defense and defense boost so that it can stay in longer without being killed in 2-3 turns. I've experienced that so many times. It's annoying. Yeah, really annoying. Also, speed boost would be nice to make sure it can attack before being knocked out. As I already said, it's annoying. Like, really annoying. And then, since I know you guys are probably going to complain that I just only picked my favorites, especially with those last 3, here are some Pokemon that almost made this list. Wailord, which I would have turned into a water flying type, which is kind of cool, especially with those cloud patterns in my opinion. Skarmory, steel flying, it would keep it. Torkoal is also one of my favorites, so I kinda, yeah. It would keep its fire, but become also fire rock, because I like that design. It's actually pretty sweet. Armaldo, rock and bug. Armaldo is also one of those fossil Pokemon that I like, so yeah. Castform, normal type. Just keep it, yeah. And then Milotic, and Water Fairy. It's interesting how I got 2 Pokemon that, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment it below and like and subscribe for more. I plan to get Sinnoh out very soon. Comment who you think should have made this list or any changes you would make. Other than that, see you guys all next time.